Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy, the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with the Twin Flame Collective Update read. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment sections. Let me know how this is resonating with you on your journey. Please check the YouTube community tab post because I did put up first, second, and third wave so you can know what wave you're on, depending on what you're noticing in your divine connection. I also, don't fast forward the video just yet. I also wanted to send love and light to all of you guys who have ordered the Twin Flame Ascension Union Oil, who's ordered the Red Light Special. I'm getting a lot of great feedback about that. And in regards to your divine connections, also the Venom oil, it's Jezebel Venom oil, and also the Brielle body butter. You guys are so amazing. Check out my Etsy shop, Chrissy Crystal Indigo, and you can just order whatever it is that you need for your journey. Herbs, oils, crystals, very important. And I know you guys may have experienced crown chakra energy, third eye energy, even energy by the lower neck, like just cold, or even just like real. It's hard to explain what the energy feels like. I know for me, it feels very cold and icy. So when it's my crown or my third eye or around my neck. And if you guys need Reiki, energy healing, Akashic Records, past life regression, you can book a session with me, www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com. And the reason why these services are so important is because, for one, for your twin flame journey or your divine counterpart journey, when you are aligned, when your energy is healed, that helps your divine counterpart, your one soul, right? And so you notice when you're vibing high, you're in your power, you're doing you, your divine counterpart is getting that strength. Vice versa, whoever it is, the divine feminine, divine masculine, you mirror each other. And so a lot of the divine feminines, make sure you have your Reiki, make sure you get your twin flame healing session if that's what you need. And again, anyone, check the Google reviews, check the reviews here on Etsy. They'll tell you the way I do Reiki is completely different, right? And there's many ways to connect and do Reiki with your client, but the way I did Reiki when I first came out is so different than how I do it now. Again, we've been getting many gifts through the downloads, light codes. We're all ascending, right? And so for those of you, for example, who've been following me for a long time, before April, I wasn't on live doing mediumship readings. Like, just, hey, I'm going live. All right, let's do this. And honestly, that's what has kept me busy for the last 2 weeks. Readings and Reiki and sessions and running back and forth to the post office to drop off orders that you guys are ordering. And I'm proud of every one of you guys. Again, you will not understand what your journey is or what you and your divine counterpart are supposed to be doing if you guys aren't doing the work, right? So you have to figure out, okay, why are we together this lifetime? What are we supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing with my life? What am I supposed to be, what's my journey, where I'm being led, where I'm being guided? Do the work. Like, everything that you're going through right now, I've done that in 2018, right? In my journey, quick 3 years, look at from my first channel, the first video I posted to now. And that's 3 years. August 2021 will be 3 years exact. And this is this is what it is. It's a beautiful journey. So don't be afraid to do the work. Don't be afraid to ask questions. That's why my email is below in the description box, okay? If you guys would like to donate to the channel, you can. If not, no biggie. Subscribing to the channel, sharing, liking is the same form as an energy exchange donation. We put our energy into this. We give you guys the readings. And I'm pretty sure I'll be munching and crunching when I'm done because it takes our energy. So that's what an energy exchange is, because we're depleted. We have no energy after we're doing this reading. And those of you who have the gifts, you already know what I'm communicating about because you pull a lot of your energy. And so with that being said, we still have the contest going on. The 50th follower will win a reading of your choice by me. So head on over to Chrissy the Crystal Indigo and hit that follow. And check out the IG story. I did update more information to that as well. And so I have some amazing news for you guys. And I know I told you on the last video when I did the sign readings. Finally, we have the Ruby Who hair tonic, okay? So this has some amazing, amazing, amazing oils that all contribute to the growth of your hair. Edges, moisturizing, keeping it full, keeping it thick. So you know I had to go through my little herbs and see which ones was going to work that magic. And you all know how I create my oils, right? From the ancestors. I pour, I grab this, grab that, get this, get that. That's how we collab together, excuse me. I also, for you guys, we have the Garden of Eden spiritual bath. So it's here for you guys. I did this for you guys because a lot of my clients was coming to me and they were talking about they were going to get readings and seeing others, and they were charging them $1,200 to do a cleansing. And I almost lost it. No, all you need to know is if you work with herbs, what herbs to use. If you work with oils, what oils to use. And I guarantee you, this baby here is not going to be $1,200, right? Everything on my shop for you guys that I create with my gifts, etc., because I do use my spiritual gifts when I'm creating everything, assisted by Source, Divine God, and my ancestors, right? And so this is the Garden of Eden, spiritual bath, spiritual cleanse. You can check the Etsy shop out for that. And I also created one for you guys, and it's one of my deities, the Oshun. So the Oshun goddess spiritual bath as well. And this is really beautiful, amazing. When you open it and you smell it, you're gonna be blown away. And I want your feedback. You guys are always supporting and giving me amazing reviews and abundant, even with the bundle of abundance candle, that pack, like I got feedback from that where you're manifesting so much and everything's coming to fruition. So I'm gonna keep creating and helping you guys as much as I can when it comes to what I've been called to support and help you guys out with on your journey, as well as, myself. I'm growing and growing and growing. And I know I'm making my ancestors proud. It's just like, you are your ancestors' wildest dreams. And when that thought came to my mind today, I was just like, I know they're just so happy. And again, don't forget, you guys are the generational chain breakers for your lineage. So again, whatever questions you have, DM me, email me, reach out, all right? I don't want you guys being lost in the sauce, okay? So these will go up on the shop tonight. And whatever you need, I'm here, okay? So let's dive in. So for the first spread, you know how we do it. We're going to use the spread for Divine Masculine. And so we're using the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Oracle spread. So this is the energy for the Divine Masculine, and this is recognition. And we have just come off the full moon in Sagittarius, but we also have the new moon in Gemini coming up as well. But this is the energy that a lot of the Divine Masculines are in right now. And I spoke with a few of my soul sisters, and that's what they're seeing in their connection, where they're starting to notice their awakening. They're starting to notice that they're recognizing. They're starting to notice that they're being recognized more by their divine counterpart, all right? And so that's why I told you, if you get the Twin Flame Ascension Union Oil and the Red Light Special, don't mix them together. Your divine counterpart's gonna go crazy, right? In a good way, but yeah. So this is the energy for the Divine Masculine. Now, under recognition, they're realizing who you are to them. So you got recognition, then you got Divine Feminine. And when I saw both of those come out together, I just smiled. I was like, wow, this is beautiful. But again, Divine Feminine, continue to work on your purpose. Continue to focus on what you're being called to do, because this is helping the connection. You are the leader. Then we have mirroring for the Divine Masculine. So what I talked about earlier. So whatever energy you're in, that's the energy your divine counterpart's in, and vice versa. So remember, Divine Feminine, it's go time for you right now. It's go time. A lot of you, you're communicating with your Divine Masculine. Some of you off and on. But the majority of the Divine Feminines in the collective, you're really out here on your life path and purpose mission, and really diving into what you're being called to do. You're looking like, listen, I ain't got time to be playing, excuse my French, pussyfooting, dealing with you right now. I have stuff to do. Like, we'll connect, we'll communicate when we communicate. And for some of the Divine Masculines, it's just like, whoa, like, I didn't get a text today, I didn't get a call, hello, like, you know what I mean? And it's just Divine Feminine is just in a different energy, right? And it's about growth, it's about expansion, it's about, shit, either shit or get off the pot. And that's what Divine Feminine's energy is at. And it's like, I can't. I love you, I'm holding space, but I gotta keep moving, right? You'll catch up when you catch up, right? And so the next card out is separation. So this is only clarifying, you know, you and your divine counterpart have some, you know, separation energy around you. You're not seeing eye to eye. You may not be in full union yet, but the positivity out of this is the light that's coming through this is the divine masculine is realizing and recognizing that you are their divine feminine, right? Now, for divine feminine, for some of you in the collective, it's that energy like settling, like, you know, you shouldn't be waiting on anybody. That's one. Secondly, I know the energy where, you know, you don't know to go right or left. You're afraid, like if you just keep living your life, you know, what's going to happen to them. And you know what? You really have to leave that in God's hands. Everything happens according to divine plan, divine timing. If we could see the books and what was already written, we would be more confident, right? But what is it going to do you justice for right now? This is about your growth. This is about you arising, you know, rising up like the phoenix from the ashes, and then, you know, getting over life's test. Because if they just gave you the book and showed you everything that you're going to be doing, whatever, okay, where is the journey? Where is the struggle in that? Where is the victory? Right? You got to look at it from both ways. All right. Then we have for divine feminine, nostalgia. So a lot of the divine feminines are in that energy of this nostalgia, like remembering how it was when they first met their divine counterpart, when the divine counterpart first came around and they were different and they didn't have all this heavy energy and didn't have all this karmic energy floating around. It was very peaceful because everything wasn't brought to the light, right? But then now it's just like, man, I wish I could just, you know, rewind it back, and now I know where we've been. We can go back and make sure we don't have that same issue again, right? You have that, just let's go back, right? I remember we did this. I remember you treated me like this. I remember when I, you know, etc. That's the energy that's with the divine feminine. And, you know, let me know in the comments what you're feeling. Then we have reinvention, and this is what the divine feminine is all about: reinventing his or herself, reinventing, stepping out on faith, leaping and letting the universe catch the divine feminine, right? Stepping into your mission. Then we have healing. A lot of the divine feminine is just continuously focusing on the healing. All right. If I chat with my divine counterpart, and this is an example, and I notice that there's still some triggering issues there, or, you know, nope, false alarm. You still in that low vibrational energy. You still got some of that darkness going on. Let me pull back. And divine feminines, that's how you should be. Like, you go in, all right, you're all right, cool, all right. Get that temperature check. You still see something with a high fever, step back out, disappear, focus, and do what you got to do, right? Doing that healing work is not a walk in the park for some, right? Then we have tribe. So you notice when you're not with your divine counterpart, or they're playing Houdini, however it resonates, you're being connected to your soul tribe. So there's others that's there to support you, that's there to help you, and you know, make it less uncomfortable, right? Now, the overall energy is contemplation. Everybody's thinking right now. Your divine counterpart is wondering why you haven't reached out, why you haven't texted, why you haven't posted on Instagram, etc. You're wondering, like, what's going on? Like, let me make sure they're okay, or checking to see if they followed anybody new to see if they're still breathing, because you don't want to reach out, because you don't want to do too much. There's a lot of energy and a lot of, you know, things running through the mind right now. But most importantly, the number one thing for the divine feminine is growth. Like, how am I going to expand more? How am I going to continue to grow in regards to my life purpose and my life mission, right? And so under that, we have the divine masculine card poking out, right? But then the cards that wanted to show themselves, beautiful, forgiveness, and purge. If you keep allowing someone to just come back in freely, not having the proper conversations, not having the right accountability, that person is just going to keep on coming back and just acting the same way. But, you know, there has to be boundaries. There has to be some righting of the wrongs, you know, some empathy, compassion, right? We have Saturn going retrograde. That's not no energy that you want to play with when it comes to reaping what you sow, right? So make sure you stay good integrity. I always tell all of you guys that, excuse me. So today we are not using the After Tarot. we are using the Medicine Woman's spread. And I did this because I love to use the Medicine Woman spread when I need to go deep. All right. So this is for divine masculine and divine feminine as a collective. And so the first card out is the grandmothers. And so at the top, that is the moon card. So there we go with that moon energy. We got the new moon coming up on the 10th. We just came off of the full moon in Sagittarius. And it also was an eclipse moon, right? So I'll read the grandmothers to you guys. It is a major arcana. And you let me know how this resonates for you, okay? And I got this deck dedicated to my grandmothers who are Native American. They're Cherokee Indian. So I had to get this deck, and it's just beautiful. And I whip it out when I really need that good information, okay? So they just like don't want to give me the major arcana. I'm over here like, okay, where's the major arcana? Because that is definitely a major arcana card. Hold on, I got it. Here we go. So we have the grandmothers, and that is the moon card. Okay. Yep, here we go. So I'll hold it up for you just so you can look at it. And so with the grandmothers, it says, it is time to seek wisdom from old wise women. Use the methods of natural attune, mothers of earth, for the venture at hand. Follow your body's natural tendencies. All right? So the ancestors, you see how she's sprinkling that magic onto her as she sleep, right? You know, call on your guides, call on your spirit team, call on some of your soul sisters, even if you know, are connected with them, you know, near or far, because this is where you're going to get your clarity from, okay? And vice versa for the divine masculine as well. The divine masculine is watching the next card out. We have the 9 of Stones. So this is Pentacles. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. 9 of Pentacles. Let's dive into the Pentacles for you. And so with the 9 of Stones, right, we have, where are we? Okay, so it says, reinvest your energy in the future, sowing your seeds. So reinvest your energy in the future. And you see them in the picture here, just in the card, just planting their seeds, right? That abundance, like keep focusing on planting your seeds. All right. Now we have the 6 of Bowls. This is 6 of Cups. So remember, that's that past life reconnection, right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. But in this spread, you see him alone and like with flowers in his hand and really thinking like more of that nostalgia energy, right? With the sunset behind him. And so with the 6 of Bowls, I'll go over that for you as well. With the 6 of Bowls, it talks about appreciate experiences of the past. So your cards are your cards. But this also talks about, you know, maybe you guys really need to understand, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you didn't fast forward, what were you in a past life? I know for myself and my divine counterpart, we've had multiple past lives with each other. We've been in Egypt together. We've been in Atlantis together. I was his mother. I was his mother. And then I was his daughter. Like, there's different things. So when you think of Akashic records and past life regression, that's the type of services you get to help you understand your journey and what's happening with your connection, okay? And so the 6 of Bowls here is the past life. It's things from the past. It's righting the wrongs. Again, that's that energy coming strong. And then after that, we have guides. So this is more like the Hermit card if we're looking at the tarot, right? And so this says, look, the Hermit. So it says the Hermit. This is number 9. 9 talks about endings, right? And so with guide, it's going to be the same kind of energy as the tarot, I believe. But with guide, it says, an inner voice calls you now. As you accept your spiritual apprenticeship, so will you also guide others up the mountain. Beautiful. So with you guys being on your spiritual journey, you are way showers for others, right? And so what was really beautiful that I can share with you guys is that finally, after 5 years, I asked my divine counterpart, like, let me put your hand in my hand. And I was trying to send healing. That's what I was trying to do. And my divine counterpart was ready to jump out the window, was so nervous, was just like, oh my God, like, what are you doing? What's in the box? Like, I had a whole, like, thought I had a whole box of tricks, right? Magical tricks. And I was like, just calm down, relax. I'm like, I told you I don't be doing nothing, you know, darn, get over here. And so, you know, he calmed down and put his little hand in my hand. But what's really funny is, like, I still had my eyes closed and I was still sending energy. And when I opened my eyes, my divine counterpart was already staring me down. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. Like, did you close off? Did you feel anything? Like, that was the first time where I didn't understand if my divine counterpart, I know when my clients get my hit, right? I didn't know if my divine counterpart got the energy or not. And I was just like, I don't even want to ask, right? But your way shores, right? And then the overall energy for the collective, we have Apprentice of Pipes. So with the Apprentice of Pipes, right, that's Wands. And let's get into the Apprentice of Pipes, because it's like the Ace of Pipes if you want to think about it. I love the aces, like, love the aces. So with the Ace of Pipes, it talks about, where is it? I can hold it for you. It talks about awaken to exciting possibilities. This is the overall energy. So Spirit is asking us to awaken to the possibilities that are in front of us, that are coming to us. Stop shutting down. Stop being afraid. Stop not being who you are. There's so many amazing possibilities in front of you if you just surrender, right? I mean, you just look at me, look at my life. You guys seen it, like the whole 360 right after each other, right? So we're going to dive into the wisdom of the oracle spread. So for divine masculine, we have a leg up. All right, that's the energy 34, 3 and 4 is 7, a leg up. So asking for support, being vulnerable, being open, letting others help you, right? And not being in that guarded energy where you feel like it's just you against the world, right? For divine feminine, we have the fates. This is so beautiful. And so this is 17, 1 and 7 is 8, right? Divine, spirit, source, God, your angels, ancestors, supporting, guiding you, helping you. And I'll read it for you guys so you'll understand, because I really love that. I love that card. Especially the authenticity of it. The fates. Yeah. And so it just says fate, karma, acceptance, and there are things you can, fate, karma, acceptance, that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. This is just, you know, you working with spirit, you co-creating with spirit, you just letting go and letting the universe catch you. That's exactly what that means, right? And we have the overall energy for the collective, truth be told. And that's 14. Break that down. That's 5. 5 talks about changes, right? And I'll read that for you as well. All right. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Look, Spirit be working. Turn right on to the page. So it says honesty, accepting things at face value. It says coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. So for a lot of our divine counterparts in the collective, and maybe for us at times, we haven't spoken our truth, or we've really been trying to get to understand what the other has been thinking or feeling towards us, and they're only giving us bits and pieces and things that we have to piece together because they're not coming out clearly and saying what they want to communicate, right? And so that is changing. A lot is changing within the collective. When you are, as I am now, the last couple of days, I'm just like, I am in another timeline. I'm like, I'm here, but I'm somewhere else. Like, the timelines are changing. The energy is different. Again, more gifts are coming to fruition for you. A lot of things are changing, okay? So we're going to dive into the angels and ancestors. For divine masculine, we have high priest. So some of you out there, your divine counterpart is a high priest, just like you may be a high priestess. And so I want you to do the homework. I want you to look up what a high priest is in regards to spirituality. And I want you to understand that that is an amazing, um, um, that's something amazing for you to be, or the essence to have within you. And so it says intend and create. Intend and create. All right. And so a lot of you may have also been working with your divine counterparts on how to manifest, not killing yourself and working yourself to the bone, but knowing that whatever you speak, you can bring to you if you align, if you have your energies aligned correctly, mind, body, soul, right? For divine feminine, we have snake, shed old skin. So divine feminine, the way you were before, what you accepted before, what you went through before, you're not doing that. It's just not happening. Like you're elevating, you're changing, you're rising up again, rising like the phoenix from the ashes. And so pulling out this snake, you're shedding everything, releasing any and everything that no longer serves you or grow you, especially in regards to your life purpose mission, right? And you're not ashamed of it. The overall energy is star ancestors, taking it back to your star home. For those of you who are star seeds, you could be a light worker and a star seed depending on how many lives you've had, right? You have all the essence within you. If you're an oracle, you're a high priestess, you got everything, right? And so this is for the Arcturians, the Orions, the Palladians, the Syrians, the however it resonates for you guys, whatever star system, you fall under, whatever star seed you are. Lyrian, this is beautiful. It's overall energy, star ancestors. And it says, follow the voice of your soul. We're all being called to step up, to do what we're being called to do. Some of you guys are being chased down to follow what you're being called to do. And this card wanted to show itself, protection, guardian. And so I knew it was very significant for all of us. And it says, drop your shields. So for the divine feminine to the divine masculine, drop your shield. I didn't say drop your common sense. I said drop your shield. Because the only thing that matters is unconditional love. And a lot of you guys are so magical, are so amazing. You see it, you feel it, the energy that you have within you, the essence. This is so important, all right? Again, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys have any questions in regards to what I've been communicating about so far. All right, we're using the secret light language. So for divine masculine, we have soul song number 41. Again, 4 and 1 breaks down to a 5. My ears ringing. I don't know if you heard that. Got another download. Talks about changes. So we're on 41. So let's see what this is about for the divine masculine. All right, I'll hold the card up for you. So this is for divine masculine. This is the information for them. So it says, tune into the soundtrack. Tune into tune into the soundtrack of life. My apologies. So it says, your soul emits a beautiful song. Think of it as pulsating lights, moving in rhythm with the universe. Your song travels through light and is the background music of your life. Even if you can't hear your song with your physical ears, know it exists. We know animals hear sounds we can't. Your song is always resonating through the universe along with the music of the spheres and the sound of the universe made when it was born. The greatest song of all, you can tune into it through your heart and your throat. Be willing to live your life from your highest, most aligned, most loving perspective. The next song or piece of music that moves your inner world will help you tune into your soul song. Or you can go out into nature. The music of nature, balance and detoxify align with the sounds of the earth, and you will find the steps to take next. Okay? So meditation, chanting, through your throat chakra and to your heart chakra, and notice how my voice just elevated, right, to a different sound, right? And so that's how that gift works. That's how it works. Immediately you're aligned, you're connected, right? So with divine feminine, we have visualize number 17. Again, that breaks down to an 8. You got 8 before. And so we'll go to 17 for divine feminine. And I'm reading these because this is a new deck and I only used it maybe once or twice. So for divine feminine, it says, if you can dream it, you can create it. Your imagination is a magical superpower that develops the content, look, and feel of your life. You can use your inner vision to maintain or transform anything in your life. Visualization helps us to create a dream life without perceived boundaries of the manifested world. To take your dreams out into the world, recall your vision of them as you meditate. Let the dream become a feeling that leads to a knowing that is so deeply ingrained it will become an automatic response. Through repetition, this response gains momentum toward the tipping point between vision and manifestation. Now that you are privy to this universal law, relax and enjoy the journey toward your desires. When a desire manifests in your physical life, a new desire will be born in your imagination, and a fresh path will unfold. So use your vision, divine feminine. Use your vision, excuse me. Now, for the overall energy, we have healing. And this is number 5. 5 talks about changes, right? And it's funny because under that, we have the divine masculine, right? But we're not going into this card. We're just going to focus on the healing. And that's something that we're all doing consistently as a collective, okay? So with healing, right? It says, be illuminated by love and truth. Right now, healing is taking place to support your understanding of the gifts in your experiences. Weird or difficult circumstances can often be a fast-track path to your desires. Until we recognize subtle imbalances, the best way to clean up outdated beliefs is to have our buttons pushed. Buttons are created by continued attention to unbalanced thoughts, ideas, or beliefs. Every time we are reminded of or talk about a hurt, it pushes a button and reopens a wound that we are yet to heal. Wounds are created by mental, spiritual, or physical trauma. Poking at them will prolong the healing process. Leave them alone so balance can be restored and wholeness can return. Inspired action for healing may include seeing a therapist, consulting a medical professional, or spending time in the ocean. Focusing on what you love is also healing. All is perfect in every moment, even if we can't see it at the time. Okay? So beautiful. All right, so we're going to dive into the Life Purpose Oracle. For divine masculine, we have crystals. All right? And it says your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So start getting your divine counterpart up to speed with the crystals. Even though some of them may call them rocks, look a little confused, start getting them connected with the crystals because they'll understand certain crystals really support and help them, okay? For divine feminine, we have options, all right? And so look at that, scales, balance, equal reciprocity. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So be open to where you're being called to journey to, okay, divine feminine? And the next one for divine feminine is practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. I don't understand how you think you're going to evolve spiritually, and especially when it comes to your spiritual gifts, if you're not practicing, if you aren't taking a leap and stepping out on faith, if you're reaching out to your spiritual mentors for every single detail. I know when it was my turn to awaken, I just was up all night, sometimes 24 hours, just looking for information and putting things together and writing things in my journal. And I would get information from, the readings that I would go to. But ultimately, it's honestly up to you on how you will progress when it comes to your spiritual gifts. Have you been doing the work? Have you been, actually manifesting what you've been trying to manifest? Or are you just, sitting around wanting the spirit, you know, source, God, divine, to just open it up for you. Well, it doesn't work that way, right? Faith without work is dead, meaning you got to put the work in, right? So, for example, when I wanted to manifest my condo by the water, I wrote it down every freaking full moon, new moon. Not only that, I cut out what did I do? I cut it out of a magazine, like what I wanted. I picked houses by the water and magazines and cut them out and added it to my vision board. I did the work. I worked my tail off and just kept saving and saving and saving. And I kept saying, this is what I'm getting. Like, I'm not letting anyone shake me from that. And there were naysayers. There were people who did not believe. Then you'll never find, like, you wouldn't believe the communication I got from some people. And that's why their opinion don't matter. Because again, what's for you will not pass you by. All right? And so for the overall energy for the collective is travel, right? And so it says your life purpose involves traveling. So with your work, you're gonna do a lot. Seminars, go places, speak to people. It depends on what you're being called to do spiritually, right? And so again, if you guys like the reading, beautiful reading, got a lot of information, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you guys need any products from me in regards to your spiritual journey, everything is on the Etsy shop, whatever you need, whether for your sight, for your hearing, for healing hands, whatever you need, go check out the herbs or the oils and read the item detail. And that's all you need to do, and you got it from there. Other than that, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Don't forget to check out the website if you need services, www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com, or for products, check out Etsy, Chrissy Crystal Indigo. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm still watching to see who's going to win this contest. Love you guys. Love and light.